Alright, hello, this is Givememyleg. I am going to be, I will just be, 4-tabling 650 turbos, I guess just to show, so I know some people talk about how they can't adjust to multi-tabling and can only play one table. It's actually pretty easy once you do it a few times. I started with one and now I can do a whole bunch. It's just real basic, but just to give you a demonstration of what to do, how to get quick reads and everything like that. But let's see, I got 3 up, and once I'm done you guys can tear me apart because I play like a donk. Let's see how it goes. Hope the video looks okay. It's the first time I'm using Camtasia or whatever you call it, and resolution's pretty low and I had to resize the table, so I hope it turns out alright. I have no idea where my sound went. I would like to have sound. What is happening to my sound? Oh, there we go. That's strange. Yeah, big thing. I guess the biggest thing you want to do when you're starting to multi-table is you just it's harder to get reads, I guess, on the table, but you just when you're folding, you always want to be paying attention to the pots, and hand history is your friend. Just want to pay attention to what they do, and then if you notice something, you just double click and take a note, save and exit. And those just minor little things really help. Use the auto fold buttons a lot, so then I can just pay attention to the tables. Well, that was just kind of a silly hand. I like to see what the other people muck. I mean that right there just goes to show you can put him as a donk. Ace Jack, light position. I'm just gonna limp with it. You could raise here. Early on, I don't like to play too much. Just call with pair of 7s. Hope to flop a set. That's an ugly flop. Got another pair down here. I'll just limp. Hope to get a set. And I could have just I only got 30 invested. No point of even continuing at all. And this guy's labeled as a donk, but there's no reason to do anything silly. Another pair. Going pair crazy. No reason to bet on multi-way pot. Again, one of the reasons I think multi-tabling sit and goes is so easy is because they're just so basically automatic. You just do it on autopilot. Whereas I have some trouble playing more than 6 tables of a cash game, because those focus a lot more on reads, and you go into a lot more difficult situations. But here it's just basically play like a robot. I'm going to fold this hand, but it's essential to take into account what these guys end up having. It's kind of tight, but I just sort of like throwing away king queen and hands like king jack suited. I mean, not necessarily bad to fold. I mean, you could raise or limp or whatever, but I'm pretty tight the first few levels. He ended up folding to the min raise and mucked. A hand like Jack Queen under the gun, I just tend to just fold it. There's a big pot right here. Wow. Oh, that goes to show you this guy won't fold. Calling station. And this guy right here, he's an aggro monkey. I like to call them aggro monkeys. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm the happy Asian guy down here at the bottom. I actually don't have my HUD on. Probably would help, I just didn't start it up. I don't feel like turning it on right now. Just playing 650, so it isn't, I guess, as crucial. Actually, I don't think I have Poker Tracker installed since I formatted, but oh well. Yeah, not really much to say, because like I said, it's just basic early on. Fold, fold, fold. One thing I don't like to do is I like to use the auto fold button if I'm going to fold, but I never use the auto check or the auto check fold button. I just like to use the actual check. If you use the auto check or check fold, then they just know you had garbage. Don't ever use the auto call or anything. And I just burned an extra 20 chips. Wow. I guess it doesn't matter because they busted out, but how did that betting go? I didn't even see that. Do you raise pre-flop? He played it alright, but oh, that's a nice triple up. I want one of those. Excuse me. Yeah, I if I play any less than 4 tables, I get extremely bored. But when I first started, it was pretty difficult to adjust. But I just started with one, then added another, and then just keep adding one every once in a while. If you find yourself getting too overloaded, then go back to 1 or 2, and then just keep trying it. No real reason involved there. I did have a second pair and a straight draw, but I'm a big nit early on in sit and goes. Especially these low buy-in ones. There's no reason to get fancy at all. I hope we can't hear my sister's music that she's blaring in the other room. Because I can hear it. I hope the microphone can't. I don't like get involved with Ace X. hope this isn't too boring. It's just fold, 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 all in, all in, all in. That's basically how I play a Single.